Actor Billy Bob Thornton bashed overly political celebrities with Joe Rogan during a podcast appearance.
The two criticised how actors sometimes use award shows as platforms to bring attention to a specific cause rather than just accepting the award. Let's listen.
I donate to a lot of charities, mainly children's stuff, but nobody knows it. I don't go to the award show and talk about it when I'm getting my award. It's like Ricky Gervais said in that skit of his. He said, look, come up here, accept your little award, and
yeah.
I think, first of all, unless you have really studied stuff and really know about a subject fully, who the hell would want to listen to an actor or a musician talk about politics?
Amen. Thornton also said if a celebrity really wanted to do something like save the Badgers, then he or she can just do it and not talk so much about it. The actor added that award winners should thank the people who helped them get there instead of making it about themselves.
The two also touched a bit on politics. Here's part of that.
And politically, I call myself a radical moderate. I'm like very strong in my opinions. But my opinions don't belong to any political party. And, I just look at what makes sense. And I think we need a common sense party in this country. That's actually what I think we need.
Yeah.
It's just figure it out. It's pretty easy to figure out what this is all about.
Well, a lot of agreement I have there with Billy Bob Thornton.
Not often you can say that, but there we are.
And he's was citing, I too love that speech by Ricky Gervais. I think I played it on Rising before, where he said, just take your award and saw it off. You spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. It's one of my favorite lines. It's so great. Ricky Gervais, a rare comedian who I am actually entertained by.
Yeah.
Billy Bob Thornton, I don't know much about his political views or what he has to say because he doesn't talk about them,
Right.
which I think is a good thing. And I am for, more generally, look, everyone has the First Amendment, so they have the right to spout off as much as you want.
Sure.
And I can separate art from artist, and I am perfectly capable of enjoying the performances of peoples whose views I think are idiotic, but they could also just not weigh in. I don't think they're doing, to the extent liberal Hollywood is mostly a Democratic Party thing, I don't think their pronouncements really help them that much. Who was it last week we were talking about who recognized that? It's
Was it Sydney?
no. Jennifer Lawrence,
Jennifer Lawrence,
saying that I hate Trump, but me
saying
talking about
stuff
that is not helping, so I'm just not going to say anything. And
Doesn't necessarily.
Billy Bob Thornton is a great actor, is one of my favorites, actually. He's fantastic in everything. I particularly liked him in, Fargo. There's the movie Fargo. He wasn't in that, but they have a TV show based on Fargo. He was in the first season playing the bad guy, and he is just great. Sometimes I just watch clips of his performance. It's so great.
What was the movie that he played the barber who barely spoke?
Sling Blade.
Sling Blade. I enjoyed
That's his
that as
famous
well.
role.
Yeah.
He's just a really awesome presence in so many movies.
So, not to take us completely off the point, but about a decade ago, I was sitting in a green room in a local TV station here, and someone came in to me, and they said one of the most bizarre things anyone has ever said to me, which is, has anyone ever told you that you look a bit like Billy Bob Thornton?
Oh my God!
And
I can see it!
I don't see it at all.
I can see it
but
a little bit.
Somebody a decade later said almost the same thing, and I was like, well, somebody must see it, but I'm perplexed
I
by
can
it.
see it a little bit. That's not crazy.
So it's not an unflattering comparison. I think he's a very handsome fellow. But anyway, to the point here, I mean, look, I think that celebrities do sometimes be sort of destructive or counterproductive to their own views if they are seen as lecturing people or pontificating from on high. In general, I think that celebrities have as much of a right to give their views as anyone else. And I think with some people who have, I mean, someone like Springsteen, who I know you hate and I love, but he's someone who I think his music has represented a certain vision of America, so I'm never that surprised when he speaks up for that in political terms. Someone emerging from the Hollywood hills to tell everyone that, whatever, some self-indulgent twaddle, that's probably not very useful. But, I take Billy Bob's point at the same time.
Yeah. It's always interesting, the celebrities you'd think you'd like to hear more from are the ones who then do actually shut up about politics. Why can't I think of anyone's names today?
It's advancing age, Robbie.
It's advancing age. I'm having a Biden moment. Famous actor Hannibal Lecter.
Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins. Why can't I come up with his name? Fantastic actor. Great in literally everything. Probably maybe the greatest living actor. He did an interview a couple years ago where he said, people often ask me what I think about things, because he has this presence.
Right.
But it's all the writing. He says that. It's the writing for the characters I do. I don't know anything. I don't have anything to say. I talk to someone who's an expert. He's an expert at delivering his lines with that authoritative presence, with that. But that's what the actors do. It's not, it's not from their own minds.
It is a bit odd that people imbue celebrities with a lot of importance on these things about issues or matters that they're obviously not expert about. Now, to take a little bit of a pushback at Billy Bob, I was kind of struck by the fact that in that Rogan interview he said that he donates to a lot of charities, but nobody knows it. I don't go to the award shows and then talk about it. You're talking about it on Joe Rogan.
Maybe he doesn't know that talking about it on Joe Rogan will have more people talking about it at the award show.
Exactly.
That does it for us on Rising Live. Look out for more exclusive YouTube content coming your way today, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe to The Hill's YouTube channel. And we'll be back with you all week. See you tomorrow.